Hey guys, I'm Marta Geek. In this video, I wanted to share my personal review of the Google Pixel 4 XL after using the phone for over a week already. This is so far my daily driver. I've been using it every day. And I just wanted to share with you guys my opinions and what I feel and what I don't like about the smartphone as well. So first of all, let's go and show you guys the case that I've been using. I did get a free case with this phone thanks to Google, but I didn't like it that much. So I always buy cases that have like kickstands. And I got this case, which was pretty cheap. I think it was like $10 or $12. I like it because it's a little bit rugged. When you put the phone in right here, boom, snaps in like that. It looks really damn nice. And of course, it has this right here that lets you use it as a kickstand. If it lands on the sides, it's actually going to absorb impact. So this is the case that I've been using, and I'm really loving it because, of course, like I said, I use the kickstand a lot. And of course, if you have a new smartphone, you should always take care of it. But now let's go ahead and talk about the things that I don't like about the smartphone before I actually talk about the things that I do like about the 4XL Pixel. Here in the front, this front design of the smartphone, in my opinion, it does feel outdated because in 2019, a lot of these companies right now, like OnePlus, Samsung Galaxy phones, and almost every company out there in the freaking world is actually trying to eliminate all the bezels on front of the smartphone and give you a nice clear front of your phone. Some of them are putting like punch holes for the cameras. OnePlus and other companies like Reno are actually putting like pop-up cameras, which is really cool because you don't get no distraction whatsoever in front of the screen. But honestly, this design from the front feels very outdated because instead of having a huge chin in the bottom, it has a forehead on the top. And sometimes I pick up the phone and I think I have it the wrong way because the phones with huge chins are normally in the bottom, not on the top. So for me, at first it took a little bit while to get used to it, and I still can't ignore the design because there's so many other companies doing it way better than Google that, you know, it's hard to ignore. Another thing that I don't like about switching to the Pixel 4 XL, prior to this I was using the Pixel 3 XL, and it's that now for all the websites that require like password or my bank apps that require like fingerprints and all that, now I can't use it with this smartphone. Now I'm back to using passwords like I used to do before we had fingerprints. So that for me is a huge negative there because now I have like my bank account apps, like websites that are secure. They won't accept Face ID because it's not really secure. The very negative thing about this device is that Face ID, yes, it responds fast. When you pick up the phone and you grab it, it unlocks your phone really fast, and that I really love. But the huge problem right now is that anybody can unlock your phone by pointing the phone towards your face, even if you're sleeping, and unlock the phone. So that is not a very good thing. And maybe that's the reason why a lot of these companies like Bank of America, Chase Bank, and all those bank companies that, you know, you do need security will not accept Face ID from this phone. And it's because of the secure problems. Yes, Google say they will bring an update that will actually fix the problem and will not unlock your phone unless your eyes are open. But now, of course, it's going to be up to the other security companies like bank and other companies to decide if that's secure enough. So for me, the fact that I can't use fingerprint to, you know, bypass my passwords is like taking a step back. Now, the other thing that I have to complain a little bit about the smartphone is that, yes, I do like the cameras. This smartphone takes amazing pictures, very good pictures. Front facing camera, rear facing camera, it takes great pictures. I don't have a problem whatsoever. The telephoto feature for this camera is really damn good. When I did test it out a couple times, and like gonna see here on the video, I took some pictures from far away, and then I took another picture zooming in completely to 8x, and the picture came out very damn clear. That's really impressive. But one feature that I used to use a lot, especially when I was doing selfies with my family, was the wide angle feature. And since this has no wide angle camera, we don't have that feature as well. So that's like taking another step back because, you know, with the other smartphone on the front, it actually had two cameras, right? The 3XL actually had two cameras, and doing the wide angle was very useful. So if you want to take a wide angle, you're gonna have to stretch your hand as far as possible to take pictures with a wider angle, and they still look good. Believe me guys, the pictures on this camera actually looks really damn good. Front facing camera or the rear camera, they look really damn good, and that's something that I really love about this camera. But the fact that it doesn't have a wide angle camera, it kind of sucks, especially when you're including this big block in the back. That when I first saw this big block on the back, I actually thought it had 3 cameras, and no, it only has 2 cameras, the flash, and there's like a little sensor right there, which I thought there was going to be 3 cameras, but no. Now, the other thing that I don't like is the starting price of the Pixel 4 XL, because it actually starts at $799, the smaller one with the 5.7 inch screen. This one right here, which is the 6.3 inch screen, starts at $899, and it's only 64 gigabytes. And if you want 128 gigabytes, it's $100 more, which ramps the price up to $1,000. And for $1,000, when you compare companies out there in the market like the Galaxy Note and the Galaxy S devices, and OnePlus company that actually releases phone at $699 with better specs and a lot more internal storage, they're offering that for a lot less money. So you know, that right there is a kind of negative as well, because another thing is that this camera is not letting you take 4K videos at 60 frames per second. And apparently one of the reasons why Google decided not to do that is because of the storage capacity. And that is like laughable, because who decided to make this phone 64 gigabytes to begin with? It was Google. But there is ways to actually enable that, which I did it by using downloading a camera app called Open Camera. This application actually enables you to take videos at 4K 60 frames per second. So now let's talk about the things that I really like about the smartphone. Of course, well, I gotta start with the camera. The camera is amazing. Like I said, even though with my complaints that it doesn't have a wide angle camera, yes, it does take great pictures. Like you see here on the video, I'm going to be sharing a couple videos and pictures that I took with the camera, and it takes really good pictures. It doesn't matter if you're taking videos, it doesn't matter if you're zooming in. It also has the playground feature where you can play around with Marvel characters. You can also do the time-lapse videos, which looks really damn good with the smartphone. So yeah, I don't have any single problems when it comes to taking pictures with this camera, and you can see why. The other thing that I really like about the smartphone is the design, believe it or not. Even though, yes, I don't like the way the phone looks from the front, I do like the way the design actually looks from the rear. I do like the also orange color with the black. For me, I think it looks awesome. I saw the white one. The white one also looks really damn good as well. And the build quality of the phone is also really, really damn good. When you grab this phone in your hands, you're going to notice right away with these edges of the smartphone, I love that they're so rounded and they feel so soft. They actually feels like you're going to have a better grip handling this phone, and the build quality feels really, really damn good. So that's something that I really like about this smartphone, and it's the build quality of it. The other thing that I really like a lot, and it's kind of stupid, is the on live wallpaper with Pokemons. I've been using this since day one, and I really like it. It might drain a little bit of battery. Yes, it might drain it because it's basically like a live wallpaper, but it's so cool. I like it so much. And you can, it also detects your gestures, and the Pokemon actually reacts to your gestures. It's so damn cool. And that I've been using it since day one, and I really like it. And some people that see it are like, what the hell is that? That looks pretty badass. Can I get that? Yeah, you can download the wallpaper, but you're not gonna have the the interaction that you have with this phone and the reaction that you have from the Pokemons. It's really nice and unique to this smartphone, and I really like it. Yeah, it sounds kind of stupid, but I've been using the smartphone since day one with these wallpapers, and the battery life hasn't been that bad either. Like you see here on the screen, I'm going to show you guys some screenshots that I took while using the smartphone, and lately I've been getting around 11 to 12 hours of battery life with almost 5 hours of on-screen usage. And that's me playing some video games, playing some videos, playing a lot with the smartphone, browsing Flipboards, using the phone a lot, and I'm still getting around 12 hours of battery life. And that's also using the wallpaper all the time, and I'm also using the 90 hertz screen on all the time, because like you guys know, this screen right now, it's a 6.3 inch screen, right? And it's a 1440 by 3040 screen. But the big feature about this smartphone is that it actually has 90 hertz. It's compatible with 90 hertz. But one thing that Google does is that it actually controls the way you don't really get 90 hertz all the time. You only get it sometimes when, depending on the application you're using. I also heard some complaints that the phone is actually only activating when it's very bright or when it's not that bright, something like that. But I did go to developer option on this smartphone, which you have to activate. I think I did mention how to activate it on my prior video. And right now I'm forcing 90 hertz all the time. That actually drains your battery, but still I'm getting around 12 hours of battery life, so I have no complaints whatsoever. And the cool thing is that the battery charges really fast. The battery of this device is actually a 3700 milliamp hour battery, which is not big at all compared to the competition out there. It has wireless charging, but it does charge fast, and that's one thing that I like about the smartphone. When it comes to playing games, performance, I really enjoy this phone. Even though this phone doesn't, in my opinion, have the best specs out there in the market when you compare it to the competition like OnePlus or the Galaxy Notes or all those smartphones out there in the market, this smartphone still has great performance. It has the Snapdragon 855, 640 GPU, and it has 6 gigabytes of RAM. And that for me is totally enough for this smartphone to play any video games at very good frame rate, very good quality, and I have no complaints whatsoever when it comes to playing video games on this smartphone. Like you guys know, if you follow me on my channel, I like uploading videos for my smartphone when it comes to gaming and all that, and I have no complaints whatsoever when it comes to the gaming performance on the smartphone. And the other cool thing about the smartphone, which is like a relief, knowing that you have a smartphone that is going to get the latest updates all the time. Doesn't matter when the update comes out, guess what? You're the first one to get it. It's the Pixel phones, and that's something that I feel with this phone, and that's one of the reasons why I would actually stick to using this smartphone, because I know that I'm going to get the latest update. This forehead that you see right here is supposed to be for the radar and sensor motions that this smartphone has that all the other Android smartphones don't have. But honestly, I don't use that much of those gimmicky like gestures to lower down the volume or to snooze the phone when you get a phone call. I don't use too many of those gestures. One change that I did like that they added was the live caption. When you press up here on the volume button, you're gonna see this button right here, and when you press it, it actually activates live caption. So the cool thing about that is that if you're watching any video online and it doesn't have captions from that website, guess what? You're gonna get it from your phone. And that's something really cool that works flawlessly so far. And all you gotta do is just tap right there. You turn it on or you turn it off. I'm turning it right now, it's off. Right now it's on, and that's really damn cool, and it works really damn cool like you see here on the video. Other than that, guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, I am really liking this smartphone because it does have a great camera, it does have great performance, but of course when it comes to the design wise, in my opinion, it's totally outdated. When it comes to the price, I think it's a little bit too much. Let me know what you think about my video, and have you tried the Pixel 4 or the 4 XL? What you think about the phone so far? Thanks for watching this video. Till next time. Bye bye.